Have you ever felt like you didn't want to continue the path you were going on? Or maybe you want to approach your artwork a little differently, change your style, or just go 360 completely. Yet there's that fear of it not turning out well. That fear that no one is going to stay and that it's going to ruin your career. You even see musicians change their music completely or jump to a different genre and have it not be dreamed well. You begin to feel sorry for them. That fear grows and grows, and then you just stick with what you are best at regardless of the fire that burnt out way too long ago. Sure, maybe it's turning good, whether it be the engagement, financially, etc. But what's the point if you're not enjoying it? Eventually, you will grow more displeased until you burn out completely. So what if we gave that change a chance? What if we just rebranded completely regardless of what the outcome may be? Because at the end of the day, wouldn't you want to grow? Wouldn't you want to be happy with your career, skills, or personal life? I wanted to rebrand for the, I don't know what number we are at by now, but I was well known for my love for yellow mustardy colors, for the warmth of my artwork that I brought to the table. I made yellow my whole brand essentially, but as time continues, my interests and styles tend to change. I grew more admiration for all tones of green and wanted to give a foresty type of vibe, despite my hatred for being outside. Honestly, if ticks and gross looking bugs didn't exist, you would see me touching grass more often. I can't escape the name of unlicensed Care Bear because it's all I've known for 10 plus years, but I did want to abbreviate when I needed to. Unka or UNKA, whatever you want to name it, has quite a funky ring to it, don't you think? You could pronounce it like people pronounce DKNY, but truthfully, I love calling them Dinky. So why not call me Unka? I want this to be a new chapter in my life, especially for the content I make on here. I want to be more inspirational and motivational to my viewers. I want to give them hope when no one else can. If you have followed me for the last year or so, you would see my content type move quite sporadically, from vlogs to draw with me's and clickbaity advice to help you hone into your craft. And I'm not saying that those videos aren't me. Each video is a part of me, but I can see why not everyone stays for someone who isn't consistent with their work. So I sat down and schemed. What is true to me? What type of videos did I enjoy creating the most out of all of them? Who inspired me to make these videos? I want people to watch my content and feel comforted still. I want them to have a friend to listen to. I want my community and space to be welcoming. I want to portray my art for what I'm feeling deep down inside. All my struggles, fears, and happy moments. I finally wanted to give myself a logo that I could implement into my merchandise that I make, and my business card and invoices and whatever else I can think of. I want to have the same icon displayed throughout all of my platforms so that people can be like, oh wait, I follow this artist on Instagram. Let me give her a follow here too. I want people to remember that warmth I evoke, yet think of cicadas ringing in a hot summer, or autumn leaves falling on your knitted sweater as they look at my art. I want them to think of plants or a botanical garden as they bump into my work, or even just my logo. I'm not going to escape the image of a bear, although there's not much correlation to my branding for a bear other than the fact that Care Bear was the only cute nickname for Karen. They're not even my favorite animals, but I will admit they are cute. But using anything else other than a bear as imagery would be a sin or a loss for my brand, so I kept it, but made sure to have it as free-flowing as possible to still have it be loose, as my work always tends to be. And if you've ever felt like your brand just doesn't reflect you anymore, that's totally okay. Rebranding isn't something to fear, it's something to embrace. Sometimes as artists, we need that reset, a fresh canvas, new energy, new direction. That's where tools like Kittl come in. Kittl makes it insanely easy to bring your new vision to life, whether you're working on logos, social posts, packaging, or anything in between. It's all in one place. No jumping between a bunch of apps or trying to remember which tool does what. You've got vector, pixel, or layout tools side by side, which makes switching things up feel effortless. Plus, it comes stacked with everything you'd want. Fonts, textures, mockups, stock photos, and with Kittl Flows feature, you can do so much more in a snap of a finger. Their AI is super helpful for cutting out those boring parts like background removal or turning sketches into clean vectors in seconds. And if you have trouble figuring out your color palette, you can instantly explore design variations by generating multiple layouts, styles, or color options in one click. So if you're thinking about rebranding or starting fresh creatively, Kittl's one of those platforms that just gets out of the way and lets you focus focus on creating, and honestly, that's what it should be about. You can try Kittle for free today, or use my code CareBearYT for 25% off all Kittle plans. And thank you to Kittle for helping me rebrand my business. Now that I have all my elements down, I decided to make a brand so it looks more professional rather than just folders with a bunch of files. With a brand board, you are able to see all your elements all together and the different color palettes and variations you can use for your brand. For one of my bear images, I want to keep it simple with the head, but when I wanted to be a little more extra with it, I have an elongated and anamorphic version of it that is suited very well with the Unka logo. I also made the anamorphic version because I just really like doing fashion illustrations, and I feel like I'm also well known for those types of sketches. As for the Unka logo, I kept it handwritten and messed with vector points once I made it into a vector so that it didn't look too lopsided or wonky. As for the fonts, I wanted to have a selection to choose from for promotions and whatnot. Kittle luckily has so many to choose from, so I opted for different styles like Baskerville, classic font, Gochi hand, this handwritten looking font that matched quite well with Unka, Night Serif for this thicker yet funkier look to it, and Gasok 1 for this bolder look. With these fonts, I could especially use it to write down the whole unlicensed Care Bear name for those who are unfamiliar with it. I also made sure to use at most 4 colors. It's neither too many or too little. I still wanted to keep the warmish, yellowish vibe going on, but not as vibrant as I always portrayed through my brand previously. And I always think a warm off-white always complements these types of warm foresty palettes. And then I meshed that into my brand board, but I did take inspirations with the templates that they provide with the Kittle plan. I downloaded the artboards that I made all at once into good quality and all of the assets that I needed, and including the different colors of logos for whatever occasion. Once I downloaded it, it is organized into a zip file, and thus I began to implement it onto my website. I changed the color palette to my site. Remember to also not forget to mark down your hex number for your colors so you have an easier time looking for them in case you are unable to eyedrop the color. I also had replaced my old logos to my new logos for my email campaign so that when subscribers sign up, the first thing they see is my new logo. But why stop just there with my website? This is the start of a new era of unlicensed Care Bear. I wanted to make clothing tags with the image on it, so I traced on paper and then transferred it onto a lithograph block. I carved it, although I did forget to reverse the image, so I had to cut out the Unka part. It still turned out well, although I think I will rework another one and maybe just order it if I'm feeling lazy. But for now, I will use these prototypes to add for my next upcycled collection that I will be releasing at Sunny Day Market this following weekend on Sunday. With this new branding, I can change the look of not only my online storefront, but as well as my real life storefront, like art markets and conventions, etc. I'm hoping to create signs or banners in the future for market events like this, and also create cute little elements for pricing and extra info on my booth, or rather table, all while still matching the color palette of my table and art itself. I even got new tablecloths to match the occasion. Is it too much green or is it perfect? I don't know. This is yet another scary chapter for me, starting all over again, but I've done it before and grew to what I am today. So why not change again and grow to what I will be in the next few years? Well, although yes, it can be nerve-wracking to rebrand your entirety, but take the leap of faith and who knows, maybe you'll surprise yourself as to what your branding can do for your business. If you like it and your audience doesn't like it, wait for the next audience to come through and keep doing what you're doing or alter it until you are both satisfied. At the end of the day, you as the artist should be satisfied with the work you do. Thank you for hearing me yap and rebrand. If you want to check out my store, I will provide a link below, and if you live in New York City, maybe stop by Sunny Day Market this Sunday in Brooklyn, and also Saturday, but I will be there Sunday. Mayhaps you will see my whole new table rebrand. And if you're looking to expand your design creatively, click the link below to try Kittle Flows for free now. Nonetheless, thank you for staying through this whole video, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.